Hello everyone, welcome to Grade Up. CAT is done, now it's time to get ready for XAT. You know, when we were kids, they used to teach us cat, rat, hat, mat. I never knew that each of these words would have such significance in our lives. So XAT 2021, we have to prepare for it. Today I'm going to take you through one of the sections which makes XAT so different from any other exam. It's an exclusive section for XAT. No other exam has it. That is the decision making section. Earlier XAT had an essay as part of its question paper itself. Now the essay is part of the second round selections, right? So before we start off, how many of you took CAT and how did CAT go? Quickly. How many of you took CAT and how did it go? Slot 1, slot 2, slot 3. Just mention your slot and tell me good, not so good. Okay, yes, the registration date has been extended. So many more can, if any of you are having second thoughts. I think that's a very smart thing to do from the XAT people, from the Xavierites, because they know that if CAT doesn't go well, more students would try to appear for XAT. And I always thought that XAT is an exam that everyone should take. It's a different exam. It's tougher than CAT in many ways, and in a way it's a fairer exam than CAT. You have to be, it tests you in every little way. Strategy is important, question selection is important. It's a tough paper, but the competition is way less. Not too many, I do not know why, but not too many apply for XAT. You don't see the kind of numbers that you see for CAT. So that's even more, that should be an incentive for you to appear the exam. And you'll do well. The cutoffs are lower, the exam is higher. Oh, slot 3, DILR went bad for everyone. The paper was lengthy. You've seen our analysis. The paper was lengthy by any standards. Probably this is the first time I could not complete the paper, in the sense that I still had 2 questions left in RC, and I normally finish my paper, a 1 hour paper. If it's a 1 hour paper, I finish in 45-50 minutes VARC, and this time it took all the time. And there were 3 questions that I didn't have time to think, and I said, let me not mark the answer. So it was lengthy. For a 40-minute paper, it was lengthy. But we will talk about it very soon. Tomorrow, the answer papers will be out, so we can have all kinds of analysis. I'll be there for the VARC. We will talk about the analysis. We'll look at the answers. We'll do a complete analysis. Let us now talk about XAT. All right, 16 to 18 attempts is excellent. All right, let's not talk about that anymore. Let's focus now on the Xavier's aptitude test and on SNAP. By the way, there are past videos of these 2020 XAT and earlier SNAP papers on the Grade Up YouTube and app. Please look it up. All right, I saw a few and it was very nice. So just watch those videos also. That was a tough passage. Okay, that is number 1. Go to the Grade Up YouTube channel. You can see the XAT 2020 analysis, and you can also see SNAP. Many of you know me. I think most of you know me, but still it is mandatory to introduce myself. Well, lots of years of experience. Looking forward to the GDPI training also now that the written exams will come to a close very soon. We should start preparing for our group discussions and WAT, the essay writing section, and do not underestimate it. 10 marks out of the overall marks for interviews would make a big difference between your selection into an IIM, BCL or whatever. The response sheets will be out tomorrow. All the websites have been saying it's tomorrow, so I assume it's tomorrow. All right. So generally, no, I have not taught in an academy. I am totally grade up, and before that some other companies, but definitely not an academy. No. All right. Decision making, generally you have 21 questions, which has been the trend from XAT 2015, 21 to 24 questions. The difference is last year, last year there were 21 questions on decision making. There were no mathematical analytical reasoning questions. Generally, the decision making questions are of two types. Let me just answer some more questions. Tomorrow, the answers will be open tomorrow. As in, CAT will come up with its answer paper tomorrow, and we can challenge it by December 5th is the last day to challenge it. Nisha wants to know CAT के एग्जाम के लिए CAT 2021 के लिए है निशा, तो हमारी ये नंबर पे कॉल कीजिए. All right, call on a number to find out. Yes, so let me just tell you, we have a decision making course for XAT. Today I am going to introduce you to the decision making section. If you've already prepared for CAT, Akash, XAT can be, you can do the preparations in 1 month. In fact, our course is called Decision Making in 30 days. In 30 days. And we will be doing the VARC section too. I will be taking classes on multi-stream, and for the course I will be doing detailed classes for VARC and decision making. I and my colleagues, not just me, will be taking classes. All right. आप फ़ोन कीजिए निशा जी, आप ये नंबर पे फ़ोन कीजिए 9650052904 और जो पूछना है पूछ दीजिए. ओके, ये क्लास है. आई विल बी टीचिंग डिसीजन मेकिंग. आपको जो भी क्वेश्चंस पूछने हैं, प्लीज कॉल द नंबर ऑन योर स्क्रीन 9650052904. All right. We are having a paid course, which of course is the most detailed version of XAT. But can XAT be prepared in a month? Yes, because XAT's exclusive thing is the decision making section, and we have a course exclusively for decision making. We also have a few extra classes for grammar, vocabulary and RC in XAT, which is different. I will be taking a few classes just like we did for CAT on YouTube and the app as well. All right, so you can attend both. All right, this course should not, because it's a short course, it should be, and grade up always gives you pretty affordable rates. So just look at it, call and find out. All right. So generally, what is decision making? What are the two types of decision making? Generally in decision making, they ask you two types of questions. One, everything, whether it's general decision making, which is called situational decision making, or analytical and mathematical concepts involved in decision making. They come in, the questions will be based on a small case that is given to you. So those are called caselets. So you will be given a short caselet, and when you read the caselet itself, you will know whether it's a situational general decision making question or it is a mathematical one. Okay. Now, if it's a generally, what happens is they would give 21 questions, out of which about 28 questions, ignore it, Casablanca, ignore it. Whoever it is, you ignore it. We are here to take the class. If there are people using epithets, just ignore it. Okay, it's not our business. All right. Okay, there's nothing wrong. अंधे को अंधे बुलाना या बुढ़ी को बुढ़ी बुलाने में गलत नहीं है. It's okay. Let anybody call me anything. I'm here to take a class. It reflects on them. People who call you names, that reflects on them. That doesn't reflect on me. All right. Just don't get involved in it. All right. Don't worry about it. So, unique video. If you come up with names like this, I'll call you unique video. Okay. For 2021, I have details of the course. We are starting a new batch very soon, so you can enroll for it. Call the number on your screen. and they will give you all the details. All right. So there would be caselets, and these caselets are generally of two types. One is general caselet. Where did my one is a general caselet and one is an analytical reasoning and math based caselet, जिसमें आपको पता चल जाएगा because there will be some numbers given. I run away from them. The other one would generally be based on, generally as I said, on an ethical dilemma. It would be an ethics question. If you do this, this will happen. Some money is missing, but you know the person in charge of the accounts or in charge of the petty cash is a very honest guy. He's an old man about to retire. What will you do? Kind of a question. Okay, so either it would have to do with ethics, or it would be a simple business question, very simple business question, something that doesn't need any kind of prior knowledge of anything business. It's just common sense, general knowledge and a little bit of intelligence. Obviously, you have to put your thought into it. Like I said, generally the breakup would be 15-5, 17-4, okay, 15-6, 17-4 or 18-3. But last year, all 21 were situational general decision making questions. There were no mathematical and analytical reasoning questions. Iska matlab nahi that you will not do general and mathematical questions. There is a strategy to doing it, and Pranav Pant will teach you that. I will tell you what are the things you have to keep in mind when you answer general and business ethics and business based decision making questions. All right, done? Yes, definitely Suchetan, XAT can be cracked. All of us came out of CAT feeling it's not up to the mark. Don't worry about it. There are some students who are saying, I don't want the answer key to come out because I'll feel even more depressed when I read it. Hota hai yaar, it's okay. So XAT can be cracked, NMAT can be cracked, SNAP can be cracked. XAT, don't worry. Again, CAT you think was tough. CAT LRDI, everybody has found it tough. So the cutoffs will be lower. Maybe you did better than you give yourself credit for. Yes, definitely you can crack XAT by studying for it for 1 month only. You are prepared for CAT. I will do the VARC part of it. It has a little bit of vocabulary. XAT asks vocabulary and grammar also. So I'll be taking sessions on that, sessions on decision making. I and Sanojam and Krishnendu, another stalwart has joined our gang. So we are all just waiting to get started with this. All right. So let's just get introduced to this decision making. Isme darne ko kuch nahi hai. That is what I'm going to tell you. That is the main thing. All right. So the key here is that, okay, this is what it is. XAT is, you get about a lot of time per question, a lot of questions for the time. They are tough. XAT has always been tough. I can only tell you this much. This time the VARC section in CAT reminded me a little of the VARC section of XAT. When I looked at the last passage, I did not practice what I preach. So I did the passages first, and whatever I marked, I think I've got it right. And then I saw like some 15 minutes were left, and I was left with the last passage and the parajumble summary, sab kuch tha. I should have done it first. But then I was so fascinated by all this climate change slot 2. I started doing that. So what happens is that the decision making section, because you do not know it, you get a little worried. And my my whole objective of taking this session is to to convince you that ye bahut aasan hai. With a little bit of practice, you will do fine. All right. Yes, I will be going through the entire figures of speech when I do English. We're talking about decision making now, guys, and I'm talking mostly about English. All right. So why is the decision making section given? The decision making, I was my mentor, my guide, I worked with him for many years, was Father Edward McGrath. Okay, he was director of XLRI for 18 years. Great man, great man. He passed away a couple of years back. at the age of 94 or 95. And all he said was, whether it is, except maths, English, critical reasoning, decision making, the only thing is it all has to do with words. And if you can understand the caselet, then everything else is easy. All right. So what is actually tested in XAT? It tests decision making. It tests your ability to analyze problems. वो तो CR में भी होता है. They give you a problem and they ask you what is the solution. The XAT solutions are not one. If you've seen last year's paper, it is something like your DILR where you have to sequence your answers. That means which is the best, which is in mark your options in increasing order of appropriateness, in decreasing order of appropriateness. Every time I have to think, acha, increasing order of appropriateness means less, little more, most appropriate. Buddhu hona, I keep telling myself that is the first challenge. That is why the number of attempts that you make for decision making will be less, fewer than you would normally do. The caselet looks easy, the questions look easy. Suddenly you will find that all the answers have 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 1, para jumbles of a different sort, where you have to look at the order, and they would do this in the XLRI interview also. You are walking, it's a hot summer day, you're walking, you don't have your cell phone with you, there is no phone booth near you see a man who is injured. You see a man who's been hit by robbers, he's bleeding profusely, the robbers run away, but you can see them. What should you do? They'll give you the answers. This is what you should do. First, I'll try to save the man, then I will do this, then I will do that, then that order. And 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, if you say 1, 3, 2, 4, your answer is wrong. And yes, there are some students who ask me, does decision making have negative marking? Of course it has negative marking. So if that is the problem with decision making, the caselets are easy, not very difficult. Thoda common sense hai, thoda strategy use karenge, ho jayega. But the biggest problem in decision making that I find is very time taking. I have to make sure that the order of answers are exactly as the question asks me. 4 options will be given, all 4 will be there in the answer in order of appropriateness. So that is the problem, and that is the biggest problem that students who took XAT 2020 face, in the sense that they said if they had a maths or an analytical reasoning decision making question, it's easier because you know what is right and what is wrong. But in this, you're not, it's subjective. After all, it's subjective. So this is the problem you will face. Now, it tests both your ethical quotient and your business acumen. Ethical dilemma questions will be asked. What should he do? If he does this, he will be betraying his friend's secret. If he does this, he will not be helping the company. What should he do? Kind of questions. So you have to be very clear on what is correct and what is wrong, because what is being tested is your integrity and your ethics. In business, what is being tested is your impact. If I take this decision, this will benefit the company the most. Maximum impact with integrity. So you choose the most honest method, which will have the maximum impact, which is also legal. So you have to keep 4-5 things into account when you choose your options. Okay. Now, since it is problem-based caselets, obviously you have to first identify what is the problem. So you should know exactly what is the problem that is being asked in the caselet, then who are the people involved and who is doing what. And your solution should be such, it should be ethical, and the courses of action that you suggest should be impactful. Otherwise, obviously, it doesn't make sense. So all the time you have to keep those 3-4 rules in mind. It should be ethically correct, it should be intelligent in terms of business, or it should be impactful. Problem ko solve karega. That is, such solutions are the ones you're looking at. Very generally we've done so far. I'll take you through a couple of easy cases, one not so easy case, and we'll solve it and see. All right? Okay. Now this is the case given to you. Read it. make sure you understand what is the problem here or what is the situation here. These are called situational caselets. All right. So I'll give you about how much? 40 seconds. Just read and understand what is the caselet. Okay, read the case. You have a domestic help, Vimla. Then you have Shreya, and you have Padma. All right. So Vimla does everything for Shreya and Padma. She's been in Shreya's house for many years and she's joined Padma only now, this year. Okay. Now this is the situation. Second part, Shreya finds some money missing when she's trying to pay the pizza guy. She wants to know like what happened. Okay. So now these are the options. You have to remember these options or keep referring to them. Got it? These are the thoughts that crossed her mind, and the questions will be based on the case, and these options will be given in varying orders, and you have to cross check these options when you mark your answers. Got it? In the exam, obviously it's easier. Here, because of slides, you'll have a problem. In the last 1 year, Shreya had noticed cash missing on 3 occasions. Shreya's husband also shared a few notes were missing in his wallet. Shreya has missed money. Shreya's, yes, this is an origin. All of these are original XAT questions. Okay, I've taken the easier cases. All right. Then her eldest son has been asking Shreya for more money. We will do all past year papers in the decision making classes. All right. And our additional cases on top of that, but the main ones would be past year papers. Then Vimla has received 6 mails from her family. Vimla is the maid whose family is demanding money, and eldest son's expenditure has gone up a lot. So these are the 5 things. Shreya's cash is missing, Shreya's husband's cash is missing, elder son has been pestering for more money, Vimla's family has been asking for more money, and eldest son has been spending a lot of money. Okay, now this is the kind of question. The reason I chose this is these kind of answers. Decrease the likelihood that Vimla has stolen the money. Which 2 options show that, look, it could have been someone else and not Vimla? Okay, I'll go back to the options. Which 2 options show that Vimla is not the culprit, or Vimla is not the likely culprit? Okay, now look at the answers. Those of you who've solved it, I wish I'd given something else, but I can't anticipate how much you know. This is one of my favorite cases. Easy, but it is a classic XAT decision making question. नहीं, Vimla should be out. So Manjusha, D नहीं हो सकता है. If a family is asking for more money, which one shows that Vimla is not to be blamed? She may not have taken the money. So the only other person is the son. So you look at the options where the son is involved, no Vimla. Okay, so obviously it will be he is asking for more money and his expenditure has gone up. Okay, so Vimla should be out of it, obviously. Okay, so it will be obviously 5, C and E. So this is the warm-up question, the caselets. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you are careful, the caselet has 5 questions. 3 questions you can answer easily. Where there are only an ordering, see, ordering of 2 options is always easier. 3 and 4 start happening, you have to really see, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 3. You make a mistake normally in 4, 3, just like para-jumbles. You will make mistakes there. Second one, this is another additional information that they are giving. Okay. Padma discovered. Read it. Read the options and then the question follows. Now, abhi Shreya ke ghar mein paisa gaya, that is enough. Now, here they've given you an additional situation that the other lady, Padma, has money missing from her purse. Can you do next class? Yes, Durga Saiteja, I'll do that. Padma found some money missing from her wallet, so she suspects that Vimla has stolen it. She wants to prevent this, but she wants to say, what should I do? So these are the 5 options that they've given you. She should let it pass. Let's see. She should confront Vimla and tell her, look, I know the truth. You've taken the money and your action is unpardonable. So I'm going to stop you. I'm going to fire you. 3, she should tell Vimla she is aware that someone has stolen the money from the house, but it's not sure who it is. 3 or 5 questions, Kunal, per caselet. So you can imagine last year there were 7. Last year there were 7 or 8 in 2020. 7, I think. Okay. And then wait. Look at the answer first. Look at the options they've given you. Itna aasan nahi ki ABC hai. Okay. She should tell Vimla, look, I'm missing money. I don't know who. Or she should tell that the neighbors think you have done it. I want to know what is the truth. Or she should directly ask Vimla, did you steal the money? Look, tell me the truth. I won't punish you. These are the 5 options. Question is asking in decreasing order of appropriateness, means most appropriate first to least appropriate last. What is the action in decreasing order of appropriateness? Now, what should you do? Go back to the options, draw your decreasing order of appropriateness and then look at the options again. Got it? Which is the most appropriate, which is the second most appropriate, which is the third most appropriate, and then you find the answer. Then you go back and mark the answer. Okay, so next class I will do last year's questions. Okay. Decreasing order, not just 1. 3, Manjusha. I need 3, so it should be ABC, CDE, DEC. Alright, generally around 55 minutes, that may nothing has changed, right? Has anything changed in that, the timing and all? 55 minutes you get per section generally. You get about 55 minutes for decision making. Yes, I will do it, Durga Sai. I told you, I'll do it. Got it? So now you've seen the options. Now you go back and tell me which is the right one. Which is the most appropriate? You will know that. Now remember, in all these orderings, 2 will be the most appropriate. If you know, the rest would be easy. You can eliminate options based on that. Life became easier here because we know the most appropriate is E and only one option has E coming up first. What was E? Remember that, did you steal? I will not punish you, but let it not happen again, kind of a thing. So here E would happen, then B, then D. E is definitely the most sensible. So based on that, you will say E, B, D. Got it? Understood why option 4 some people are saying? Let's see. See, ye indirect ho gaya. This is the most direct method. Okay, see, you know, I think someone has stolen the money, I am not sure. Then why would Vimla opt? There's no way she will know. One, she is kind of indirectly accusing her and she is not even telling. This is a very indirect way. Someone has stolen the money, I am not sure who it is. Will Vimla tell the truth in this? Will this action really be helpful? The best is E. Did you steal the money? Yes or no? If you tell me yes, if you really have, if you're frank, I'm not going to punish you. Just make sure it doesn't happen again. Okay. Second, I know if she thinks that stealing the money is, she does not know, that's what puts B behind E. She does not know, but she's still punishing Vimla for something that she's only suspicious about. Himanshu, because she doesn't know that Vimla has stolen it. If she has known, yes. Asking somebody directly obviously is ethical. The most ethical thing, you are directly ask that person. And second, she's telling her, look, I will not punish you. All right. So B is the next one, because she's not sure and she's confronting her and telling her, look, I'm terminating your services. That's unfair. Okay. And then of course is D, the indirect way, that look, either confront and ask the truth and give her the benefit of doubt. Second, don't, since you suspect, get rid of her. Or D, try to see if you can tactfully get the answer out. Okay. B as an option is not correct, because you are punishing somebody without knowing the truth. Understood? If you are punishing somebody without knowing if they are really guilty or not. So B therefore is not the most sensible option. See, you have to look at fairness. Is it fair? Terminate somebody's without proving that that person is guilty, not giving that person a chance to tell the truth, or to not even finding out what happened. So there is a question of fairness involved. Yes, I'll give you a reply in 2 minutes. Understood? Oh, option B, sorry. Option B starts with B, 2, that's why. Okay, these two options start with B. We all know that E is the best, and after that is B and D, the best of bad options. Answer the past year papers. We will also be discussing the past year papers for decision making. That's the best. Understood? All of you? Yes, A and C are also the most inappropriate. To let it pass is to do nothing about it. All right. C, the best is E, but they have given us choices. So we are looking at decreasing order of appropriateness, which is most appropriate, less appropriate, less appropriate. Point B, that's what I'm telling you, Casablanca. Point B is you are saying that the act is unpardonable and therefore I'm terminating your services. That is not fair. Right? Understood? All right. See, basically remember, 2 options will give you the key, and if something like this comes, 5th one for example, E is the best choice. How do you regard? It is fair, it is direct, it is fair, and it is over the top. It's all clear. Therefore, E is best. Second is, suppose suspicion, and you always have this suspicion, I can't have her in the house, I think she's done it. At least in the first one, you can tell her, look, I will give you some pay. But in B, what you are doing is that you are telling that person that, but B, you've lost your money. You've lost your money. Okay, EDB is not there anywhere. EDB is not there. E is the most appropriate, true. But if DB had been there, you can consider it. I personally think that this part, where she thinks she knows the truth, she suspects Vimla has stolen it, but she can't. Therefore, B will be the next. Okay, D, where you are indirectly saying, look, the neighbors are saying you might have taken it. That's a very suggestive thing. So, not right. Okay. In B, you are accusing directly, but at least you are getting rid of her. So, at least she says, no, I have not taken it. If you think it's okay, I don't have to work in your house. In C, you have not actually, neither one, you are indirectly accusing her, not doing anything. Second, you are not getting your goal. So, it's not effective. We are looking at it in terms of impact also. Fairness, it should be fair and it should have an impact. It should solve the problem. You understand? So, you have to only look at it logically from that point of view. So, remember, ethics, logic, what is practical, everything is involved, and you have to be very sure of the facts of the case. Facts are very different from what you are assuming to be fact. Ho sakta hai is not a fact. What is given is a fact. Based on that, you have to see, based on what is given, is it fair, is it unfair? That's your call. All right. Do I take live classes every day? Yes, I take about 4 to 5 classes for the grade up courses. Okay. And one request to all of you, join our Telegram group where you can ask questions and we solve it. So that way it's a two-way channel, you know. You can put up your doubts on the Telegram group and we can answer it and other students can join it. Your discussions, everything, join our Telegram group. All right, look at this. This is the only case we will be doing. One more. The third one is a little too long. I just got it in case, you know, we have time for it. So, specialized consulting firm, a boutique. It does certain niche things. Read the case? Understood? Yash, I told you. Keep attempting. See where you made the mistakes. Work on your mistakes and see where you would be mistakes. I will be taking the decision making classes along with my colleagues. We have someone new joining the team. He is fantastic, Krishnendu. So Krishnendu and I and Pranav Pant will be taking the decision making classes for the course, and we will also be doing some classes for YouTube. And I'm not sure. It will come up. They will release the dates. Got it? So this was a consulting firm started by 4 friends from a premier business school. And they decided that they would not do anything unethical and they would share their earnings equally. And they didn't get any project till one of the guys, Rahman's father, referred their firm to a top management. All right. And they got a project. So what should they do? Yash, tomorrow when the answer key is out, all your questions will be answered. So don't just focus on that now. Once tomorrow the answer keys are out, we will have a much better idea. You all will have a much better idea. You'll remember the questions and you'll remember the answers, hopefully, and you'll have a much better idea of your performances and of our cutoffs. No, I'm just saying, it's okay. Even for 2-3 days, even I was hungover with cat, then I got over it. All right, read and tell me what is the way forward. Here, this is not a YA class. This is the last question of the day. Okay, I have a class coming up, but even otherwise, I just wanted to give you an intro. Kaise hota hai decision making questions? Is it really impossible? Much easier than any of your LRDI sets. Much easier than any of the philosophy kind of culture passages that came in YA. Okay. All you have to see the ethical part. They said they shouldn't do anything unethical and they should not do anything. They should share the money frequently. So your key problem here, I told you, identify the problem. Identify the problem here is Rahman's father referring it to his firm. Is it unethical? मैं इसको जानता हूँ and you refer somebody. Now whether they got the project only after the presentation. So it is not like Rahman's father did anything unethical in pushing their project forward. That is our assumption. It's only said that Rahman's father referred their firm to his top management. After an impressive presentation, they got the project. So it is you think that it's because of his father. The reference was from the father, but it was not unethical. They referred. It is not given that they got the project because of Rahman's father. Understood? Now, because it is Rahman's referral, so should Rahman not be given the referral? The finder's fee, if there is such a thing. So this is the answer. Equal sharing on what basis? See, they had not got anything for 1 year. Okay, and because of Rahman's father, they got such a big thing. Maybe after the project, the payment of the project, they should share that equally. The equal sharing is on what? Share earning equally. So whatever they share earning equally. Yes, here, where? Share earning equally. No, it is not unethical. That is the problem. You will think it is unethical if they got the project because of Rahman's father's reference. The only reference was where they made the presentation. They only made the presentation because of the reference. Now, you are assuming they were judged because of Rahman's father's influence, which is not given here. So, the fact says only the reference was somebody known. That is not unethical. The unethical part is they got it, even others made presentation, but it did not write that the others' presentation was as good as theirs. You understand? So, the question here is earning from projects, but earning is finder's fee. He is the one, his father gave the reference, the project went. So, 4 is the answer. 3/4, they should take up the project but not give more. Okay. So, 4 is, I know, the answer says, some say 3, some say 4. So, here the question here is it 3 or is it 4? It is not unethical. And because they survived in the project, the answer can be 4 as well. See some websites 3 is the answer, see some 4 is the answer. I think 4 is the better one. Understood? Okay. I will do this question again and I'll show you the logic of two cases on this. Alright, somebody was asking me about the CAT 2021 course. We have a trial for the 21 course. You can start on that, see how it is and join the course. Meanwhile, there are different answers on different keys. Yes. All right. That is the biggest problem. I think 4 is as good as our answer is 3. I know we had lot of discussion on this. All right. Okay. It is not unethical. Yeah. Okay. It is not unethical. The second is the finder's fee. So, since it's not unethical and the question is not the unethical part, the question becomes should Rahman be entitled to finder's fee or not, and you will see opinion divided on it. So, that is for me. I gave you the question to tell you that there would still be questions which are very, very subjective, very subjective. So, it's all your point of view, and what is ethical always is your point of view. All right, starting 2nd December, that is today, our decision making course. All right, and CAT 2021 new batch has started. Another new batch is going to start. So, if you are interested in that, do join in. Do watch our videos, XAT 2020 analysis and snap videos in our YouTube channel. And a request to all of you, join our Telegram group so that we can have you all on board for our discussions on cutoffs, for your questions, for your doubts. All right. Okay, so do join us for whatever classes are there on YouTube, on the app, and of course on the course. The course is going to have a detailed discussion of all the past questions, our questions taken by the experts in decision making, and we will also be doing VARC classes. RC in XAT is very different. They ask questions which are different. There are poems, there are figures of speech, there are grammar questions asked, and the vocabulary in XAT is based on lot of confused words, and we would be doing that also. All right. So do like the session, share it, subscribe to our channel, tell your friends to join in, and I hope to see you very soon in one of our classes. Okay. See you guys. Bye-bye. Look at past question papers, Priya. The best. We will be doing quant also, I'm sure. My quant faculty will be helping out with that. But look at past question papers. They are your best friends for all the, because the basics you know. The basics you know. So all you need to do is that you need to look at the practice. To become an expert, all you need is practice. All right. The basics in reading is read a lot, read well, and whenever you read, think. That will set you up. All right. All of you practice on past question papers. We will also discuss all the past question papers here. Okay. Join our course and we will be there with you every day. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. That's the best feedback a teacher needs. I have 2 more classes to go, so I'll feel energized when somebody says, we enjoyed your class. There's no better reward than that. All right. Bye.